So how do I know that's recording?
Do you see the red dot?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah. The sign.
Oh, no, I don't. That's for sharing. No, where?
No, it's recording right now.
Yeah, you can see it?
Yes, I have the red dot.
Okay, good. Yeah. Can you let people in? Can you
I haven't received any invitation or anything.
no,
I think
okay, only I get that. Okay,
yeah.
I'm going to admit them all. We've got 20 people waiting, so I'll admit.
Yeah.
There we are. I'm admitting them. Let's the room. You see my video, Maimona, at all?
Sorry?
You see my video, or you can still?
Yes, I can. I can see your video and the presentation as well.
Okay. Yeah.
And the name of participants.
Okay. Great. I'll have to explain to everybody my name is not Julia.
Hello, Mr. Kiros. Hi.
Hi, Maury. Hello. How are you?
Yeah, so
Are you well? Nice to see you.
I'm fine. Yeah. Yeah. Nice to meet you too. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hi, Samba.
Yeah, how are you? Are you fine?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
You too.
Yeah, I'm sorry for my lateness. You know,
Hello, everyone.
You're not late. You're not late. It's
okay.
It's
Hello,
you're
everybody.
early. You're early.
Hello, everyone. I'm Joseph from DRC.
Hi, Joseph. Hello, Joseph. Welcome. Good.
Hello. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hi there. Mama. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you well.
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. We're letting people into the room at the moment. People are arriving.
Yeah, maybe you know, some of them maybe have technical problem. That's why.
Of course, we're used to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Normal. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Hello, I don't know if you understand me. My name is Thomas. Oh my God.
Hi, Thomas.
Yes, Thomas. Thomas, I can hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you just a little,
Hello.
Oh my God.
So I think we can get started as well.
No, not yet. Not quite.
Okay.
A few minutes because people will take time to arrive.
No
Hello,
problem.
greetings to everybody.
Yeah. Jean-Jacques, are you there? I can't see you. Jean-Jacques from Gabon. Hi, Fat.
Yeah, hello, Kiros.
Hello there. Nice to see you. Are you?
Hi. I could join at once, but maybe teachers are telling me that I can't join. I don't know.
They can't join? Huh.
Yeah.
Did they register?
I said
Did they
that.
register?
My sound is really too low.
Mother
You
mine
understand
from
everybody?
Mali. How are you?
If they registered, they should be able to join. They need to register before, but
Yes. Yes.
we have 450 teachers who are registered from across
Okay.
all the countries. So I don't know. Maybe they have now. If not, they can follow on the Telegram, in the Telegram group. We're doing the training in parallel.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Dembele from Mali. How are you?
Fine, Mr. Balde from Kolda.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
That's it.
Ah, great.
Yeah.
Mr. Jean-Jacques.
Hello, everybody.
Great. We have.
Hello.
Hello, Fatih. Hello, Samba.
Hello, welcome.
Yeah, hi.
Okay.
Who
Hi,
is
Fatih.
talking?
This is Dembele. Good
Yeah.
to see you again.
Mr. Dembele.
Good. Lovely. Jean-Jacques, are you?
Yes. Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Pedro Vemba from Angola.
Hello, dear fellows. Kizito from DRC.
Hello.
Aswatara from Côte d'Ivoire.
Hello,
Great.
this is
Welcome.
William Daniel from DR Congo.
Welcome,
Hello,
everybody.
everybody. Good afternoon.
Yes, as I've said before, I'm Thomas from Cameroon.
Vemba from Angola.
Oh my God.
We have lots of people joining today. In 2 minutes, we'll make a start, and I will ask everybody to mute themselves. In fact, I will mute everybody when we start so that it's quiet, because there are lots of people in today's webinar. But we'll wait for more people to arrive first. In the meantime, you can say hello, no problem.
Okay. Oh, I would like to know if this section will be recorded, because we will need it at the end.
Yes, we're recording it. Yes, we are. Yeah.
Okay, we will need the link after, the meeting.
We'll see how that can be shared.
Okay.
All right.
No problem.
Jean-Jacques Kumbana, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Great. Hello there.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, Shivinda.
Oh, Shivinda, you're still alive.
The sound is getting better, Mr. The host.
Great.
Hello, Jean-Jacques.
How are you, Shivinda? Good to hear from you.
Hello, Jean-Jacques.
Hello, 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 hello.
There are actually many people around here today.
It is Talba from Cameroon.
Yeah, this is Boris.
Oh, Talba. Hello, Talba.
Yeah, hi. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Yeah, are you fine?
Yes.
What about down Angola?
Mhm.
I can't hear you. You seem to have, issue problem, network.
Yeah. This is Osvaldo from Angola.
Yeah, I can see.
I'm facing video problems.
Okay, I can see.
Well, even me,
We're going to start in 1 minute.
I'm new here.
Okay.
Welcome. We're going to start in 1 minute. So when we start, I suggest you turn off your videos because you won't be able to see each other anyway, and it will make the connection better for you, perhaps.
Okay.
So, and then
yes, I think that's better.
During the webinar, we're going to be working in breakout rooms to get in groups together as well. So you will have the opportunity to talk to others and work together.
All right.
Okay.
That's a quite good idea.
Still quite a lot of people arriving, which is great. There we are.
It's really great indeed.
Yeah. Lovely. Okay. So first thing to say is welcome to everybody. I'm going to mute everybody if you don't mind, because we have now 50 people. So we'll need to mute it so that everybody can hear clearly. So I'm going to mute now. There we go. Okay. So welcome everybody. My name is Kiros. So my name is not Julia. It looks like it is, but my name is Kiros. I'm using Julia's Zoom account. That's why. If my name appears like Julia. And I'm very happy today to welcome you to the first webinar of the new series, the 2021 Teacher Webinar Series. And today is the first one, and the focus is what is CPD. I'm particularly happy that together we are going to be co-presenting. So myself and Jean-Jacques Kumbana from Gabon, is a teacher and trainer from Gabon. Some of you will know him. So a big thank you to Jean-Jacques, and together we will be leading today's webinar. We're also supported by my good colleague Maimouna Thiaw from the Senegal office here, and she's helping with technical aspects and other support. So thank you also to Maimouna to help make this happen.
Hello, everyone.
Great. So thanks again, Maimouna, and welcome. Great to have you here. I'm going to just let a few more people in. People are still arriving. There. Okay. So hopefully you can all see the slide. As I said, the topic today is CPD. What is CPD? Some of you will know, probably you will all have an idea about CPD, but we're really going to explore it today and look at two key resources that are available to you as teachers now. So let's go and have a look at the agenda for today. There we are. So the agenda for today's workshop, we're going to start with introductions and technicalities or technical aspects. Then we'll talk about CPD, and we'll do that in breakout rooms. Then we're going to look at two key CPD resources. One is the Cpd Framework from the British Council, and the second is a brand new video teacher training series, which we're quite excited about. We hope that it's going to be useful for you as teachers. Then we'll discuss a bit more about CPD options for you in your context. And then wrap up with summary question and answers. The webinar is about to last an hour and a half, so we'll aim to finish at in about 1 hour 20 minutes from now, we are recording the session, so that will be, we'll look at how we can share that afterwards, and when we finish after the webinar, there's a feedback questionnaire for all of you. If you complete that feedback questionnaire after the webinar, then you can receive an attendance certificate, and Maimouna will tell you about that later. Okay, so I think for now, so I'm just going to introduce myself. My name is Kiros Langston. I am one of the project managers for English Connects at the British Council. I think I know many of you, but not all of you. I work closely with Julia Stanton, so we're working together. Jean-Jacques, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, of course. Hello, everyone. I am Jean-Jacques Kumba. I am from Gabon. Some of the participants to this webinar know me because we've attended a training, an massive online training. It was a virtual one. So for those of you who happen to meet me for the first time, I'm more than happy to assist Kiros in this webinar.
And a big thank you to you, Jean-Jacques, for co-presenting, co-hosting. It's great. You know, we have certain skills and experience in the British Council, but of course you work in your own countries and you know your contexts much better than we do. So it's great that we can work together and hopefully we're a good team, and we'll be inviting other volunteer presenters for future sessions from trainers from the countries. So thank you. Right, let's see. So today, as I said, today's webinar is for teachers of English. We're going to co-present, Jean-Jacques and I. These are monthly webinars on Zoom. And as I said at the end, if you complete the feedback questionnaire, you can receive a certificate. Now we're on Zoom. However, we are also sharing selected contents on the regional Telegram group. So this is the English Connects Telegram group that we set up last year. Many of you are already, but maybe not all of you. So Maimouna is sharing the same slides in the Telegram group as we are progressing in this webinar. So hopefully, if some teachers can't Zoom, they can follow and participate in the Telegram group with the same contents and the same discussions. So that's the setup. So Jean-Jacques, over to you.
Okay. So the next slide, I think we're going to get people in groups. Yeah, is that correct, Kiros?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. So just the instructions. Yeah. As you get in your breakout rooms, introduce yourself, like saying hello and briefly say a few things about yourself. Don't take too much time. 1 minute should be all right. And then discuss what is your understanding of CPD. We have already said that CPD stands for continuous professional development, but still, depending on your context, you can come up with, you know, like different opinions and different views, which is good to share in groups. And then thinking about the activities that, you know, as teachers you can do for your own professional development.
Great, thank you. Okay, so we're going to send you into breakout rooms. There are about 60 participants. So I'm creating 14 breakout rooms and you're going to be assigned automatically. So I'm going to here create, there we are. And I'm opening all the rooms so you can join your breakout room now. Please go ahead. I'm sending you there we are. That's it.
Micro ndio program. Micro hapa ndio kwenye fu. Miss yangu nilikia nayo. Okay, tumina what?
Hello. She's lost.
Okay. So you need to unmute to talk together, yeah? Most of you are muted. Okay, so yeah, you got two more minutes to discuss what can you do for CPD? What are CPD activities possible? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay, 1 minute left for the breakout rooms, then we come back in the plenary again.
Hello.
Hello, Umit. We're just waiting for other colleagues to come from the breakout rooms. We'll start very soon.
Yeah. All right. We had a hard time. You know, we had hard time in having
a conversation.
Yes, having conversation. We had a hard time. I don't know, and it was difficult for us. There were three people, three of us.
Mm-hmm.
There were three of us, and it was really difficult.
Okay. Because you couldn't hear each other?
Yeah, we couldn't hear each other very well. One couldn't join the audio.
Okay. All right.
It was also the same group, same problem with our group. We couldn't hear each other.
We were luckier. There were three of us. Okay, we started discussion.
I'm just joining now. I don't understand how it works, but I am just joining now.
Okay, so I'm just reporting, okay, what we have said in our, in our group. There were 3 of us, and then we started by defining the concept, okay, by saying what it stands for. CPD is professional development. And then we talked about a few activities that can be led, okay, and that are related to CPD, okay, like first at a local level, collaborate with colleagues, okay, in the same school, discussing, teaching issues, and then also at a larger level, okay, participating or attending seminars, okay, that can put together, okay, more teachers. And during those seminars, okay, some specific teaching points, okay, will be discussed, and that can allow teachers to improve their practice. Okay, so okay, this is what our discussion, okay, was about.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Jean-Jacques, are you there?
In our group, we selected a spokesperson. So I'm giving
Yes,
the floor to...
yes, I'm there. Good afternoon, everyone. So we were group 11. We were 4 in the group. We were only able to discuss the first question, and we didn't get any more longer. So we just talk about how we understand the concept of CPD. And then should I explain what we said? Should I tell it?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Okay, so for us, the CPD is all activities for a teacher to better himself or herself, how we can develop ourselves personally and professionally for us to help our students to learn more and better. That's what I can say about our discussion. Thank you.
Many thanks. Okay, lovely. All right, I'm just going to bring the slide.
Can I pick something, please?
Is it possible to speak?
Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just joining for the time being, and I'm following you. It's just to give my point of things and the subject. Well, for me, CPD is very important because in our countries, we need continuing development. So things are changing, and it's very important for a teacher to be well aware of new techniques, pedagogical techniques, but also, in front of the pupils, what we can learn more to give a teaching of quality is very important. So I think that the subject is very important, relevant, and I'm on to follow all the points.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Jean-Jacques, over to you for the next slide.
Okay.
Jean-Jacques for the next slide.
Okay. Can you share your screen?
Yes, I'm just going to do that now.
Hello.
I'm going to mute everybody and share my screen. Okay, there we are, Jean-Jacques. Jean-Jacques, you're on mute.
So I was saying that as you can see on the screen, the continuing professional development is at the heart of becoming a better teacher. And CPD continues through a teacher's career and should happen according to individual teachers' needs and professional requirements. This is very important because just as it is true that our students have different needs, even ourselves as teachers, we have different needs. So having, like, say, a common professional development path is not very applicable. We need to sort of individualize, customize our own professional development. And usually it consists of a range of learning opportunities amongst which we can a side personal reflection, meaning that you think about your professional activities, professional acts, your professional performance, and feedback ideas from students. I'd like to insist on the feedback from students. Some of us are quite reluctant to get the feedback from students, but you know, if we want to grow, if we want to develop ourselves, there has to be a time where we can just get quiet and give a floor to our students. And also the communities of practice, in a sense that if you're alone in your own corner, I'm afraid there's not a great deal that you can learn, but we need to share. And I think that the British Council very recently, at least in our country, Gabon, has been doing a lot by bringing teachers together and by sharing ideas, practices, and even documents and information. And reading and research, we're in Africa, most of us, and some people say, if you want to hide something to an African, put it in writing, because apparently,
that's true. That's
apparently,
true. That's definitely true.
yeah, apparently we don't like reading. You know, we like talking and listening, but reading, you know, it's not part of our culture. But well, we can learn to read. So reading and researching is quite meaningful. If we don't research, we can't find new approaches, new techniques. And sorry. And then there is teacher training workshops and webinars. Because of a COVID-19, we see that virtual communication, virtual learning, virtual teaching is on the rise. So yeah, for our own development, we are going to depend on webinars. And I mean, I can say it again, the British Council has been supporting us a lot, invitations, programs, webinars. So let's just seize these opportunities to grow ourselves. I think that's the least I can say.
That is very well said. Huh? You have just mastered the subject. It was this. It was our problems.
We'll come back for questions and discussion in a moment. So thank you very much to Jean-Jacques. Okay, so just let's move on and to the next slide. And Jean-Jacques mentioned reading and research, unity of practice. So today we're looking at two different resources which are available to you as teachers. And the first one is called the Cpd Framework for Teachers. You can find it on the British Council, the Teaching English website. And some of you have received, I think, hard copies as well in your countries. And basically, this is a framework that helps you as a teacher to reflect on your career, on your professional career as a teacher. And it breaks our teaching job down into 12 professional practices. And for each of these, you can think about where you are on a scale. So are you a beginner in that professional practice area, or do you have some experience or lots of experience, etc. So this is something that can be quite useful for you to reflect. So planning lessons and courses, managing the lesson in the stages, for example, integrating ICT, and each of those has more description and more detail to help you reflect about it. Let's go to the next slide. Yeah, so that, as I said, that's in the Teaching English website. We'll share the link to that at the end of the webinar. The second resource, and we're going to look at a bit more in more detail today, is the supporting secondary school teachers brand new video teacher training series. This was created, we worked on it last year with a big team, and it's now ready, and we've uploaded it online, available online for free, of course. And we're going to look at it today so you can see what it's about and how hopefully it can be helpful for you for your own CPD as well. I'm just going to try and clean the screen. I've got some nice pictures on the screen. And let's see. Undo, clear, erase. Okay. That's very cute. We have a baby. I'm going to. I think that's. There we are. Very cute. All right. So the video teaching series, as I said, it's for secondary school teachers working in a large class and low resource context. So that's the focus. There are 10 video lessons, and each video is a unit and has its own focus. In addition, each unit is connected to the Cpd framework that we just looked at. So there's an interconnection to help you reflect more productively. And okay, I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to change my screen. I'm going to show you how to access it from the British Council website. So I'm just going to share my screen again, share a new screen. And just one moment. Okay. So let me know. Okay, I'm going to share the screen and the website where you can find it. Here we are. So it's the British Council Senegal website, and here you'll be able to find. We'll send you the link at the end. But you see, this is all the English Connects resources, and here there are resources for learners, for English clubs. There's a radio series. Use a magazine, social media, etc., and video lessons. And here we're going to click on teacher resources, and this is where it takes us to 2 resources, and we're going to look at this one today, the video teacher training, in a moment. I'm just going to pass back to Jean-Jacques. Jean, you want to? There we are. I just put the slide back on. Okay, Jean-Jacques, over to you.
Very good. Exactly. So if you go to follow the links to Kiros has just shown to us, and if we could watch the first part of Unit 1, there are a number of CPD actions that are mentioned in there. And I wonder, Kiros, are you going to play that video now?
Yes, I am. Yeah. Okay. Shall I put?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And then we can discuss some of the actions mentioned there.
Right. Okay. It's we're going to watch a 6-minute clip. So hopefully you'll be able to see it and to hear it. Okay. So here we go.
Excuse me, Kiros, would you please share the link in the chat box for those who are on Telegram? Thank you.
Okay, I'll do that in a second. Yes. All right. Let's see, where's it? There it is. Okay. We're going there now. Right, okay, and all the videos are on YouTube, so that's where you access them from. Okay, here we go. Maimuna, can you see the video and can you hear it okay?
Yes, I can. I will just record it, but if it's possible to have the link for those who would like to attend to watch it as well. Thank you.
There seems to be a problem with the video, so I don't know if you can adjust that.
I don't know, Jean-Jacques. Can you
we
send
have
me
problem to hear. We have problem to hear.
There's no sound, Kiros.
There's no sound?
No.
Okay.
There's no sound and the video seems to be breaking.
Right, let me try one more time.
Actually, the video is very slow and we can't hear anything.
Let me try again. Let me know if this is better.
Still the same, huh?
Still the same. It hasn't changed.
Still the same.
Yes. Well, it has a tendency of being slow and we can't really see what is displaying on the screen.
Okay.
Maybe what we can do is simply just share the links to the video.
Yes, I think it's better. Sharing the links
us-
will be better. Then we can easily access them on YouTube.
Okay,
Yes.
all right, let's try that then. Yeah, okay. Let me just think. Okay, one moment. All right, let me copy the link and I'm going to put it in the message in the chat for you to access yourselves, just to watch the first 4 or 5 minutes of that video. One moment.
And then in the meantime, we can just close the meeting.
I have paused the video, yes. Is it still running?
No, that's fine. Keep
Okay.
trying.
Okay, there's the link to the video on YouTube. It's in the chat for everybody. Maimuna, if you could share that in the Telegram group as well, that would be useful. Thanks.
Yes, excuse me, but I cannot see the link.
It's in the chat. Zoom chat.
Yeah.
No?
No.
Sorry. No, you're right, because it shared in a private message. Everyone, here we are. Sorry about that. Okay, you should be able to see it now.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can see it as well.
Okay, I think that everybody has access to the link right now, so we can easily access the video on YouTube.
Okay, great. Okay. I think just Okay, so go ahead. Hopefully you can access the video for the first few minutes on YouTube. Please go ahead and watch that if you can.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I think that
Can
by
you see
this
the
time, everybody should be watching the video on YouTube. I think that's what we all have to do.
But I can't see the video. Can you see the video?
Just check the chat box, and then the link is there, and you can easily access the video on YouTube. Just check the chat box and look for the message that was sent by the facilitator. Then you can easily access it on YouTube.
Okay.
How many minutes to do? Hello?
Where? Those of my group, can you help me to find that? I can't see it. I can't see the video. I can't see the video.
I can't see the video.
The link to the video is in the chat. So you should be able to click on the link and watch it on YouTube.
Where is the chat? I'm new here, you know, I'm new using Zoom. Yeah. I don't know where. Okay.
You see the chat?
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Okay, great. Thanks. My mom.
Hello, how are you all?
Oh.
I'm going to mute everybody because people are watching the video, and then we'll come back together.
Hello.
How many minutes should we watch?
The first 5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yes, I have watched the first 5 minutes.
Okay.
Excuse me, the host, what was your name? You mentioned at the beginning, I couldn't catch it.
Kiros.
Eros? Eros?
Kiros. Yes.
Please, can you just try and write your name in chat box, because we can't actually get it from the pronunciation. Can you just, let us just have the spelling in the chat box?
Yeah. Kiros Langston. It's in the chat box. Oh. No, just send it to everybody. Okay. Should we invite people to come back now? I think most people have watched it. What do you think? Yeah?
Kiros, okay, Kiros. Okay.
Kiros.
Jean-Jacques, over to you. I'll share the screen for the next slide.
Very good. Could you share back your screen? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now that you have, I hope, all watched the video, and even if you didn't, at least for those of us who watched the video, what are your takeaways?
Hello, can I have the floor?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay, from the videos, I have understood that there are 4 steps for continual professional development. The first one is to observe the way you are teaching, to identify the aspect of teaching you are facing issue on. And the second step is to reflect the way you are teaching. I mean, to think about how well things are going on, what need to be improved. And the third step is to plan what you can do to improve the problems. And the fourth is to put your plan into action. And the last step now is to observe again how well you are performing, how well you are improving. And I also understood that to go through these 4 steps, you need to know what area, what aspect of the teaching you should work on. And to do this, there are ways. You can record your own teaching and watch it at home to identify what didn't work, to know what you need to work on. Or you can ask a colleague to observe your class and make feedback to you. You can also make learners express, make them make feedback on your own teaching directly, so that you know what didn't work and what you need to improve. This is briefly what I got from the video.
Oh, that's all right. Any different or any other contribution?
Hello. May I have a word?
Well,
hello.
Hi.
May I have a word?
Yes.
Can I change something?
Oh yeah.
Can I say?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay.
I'm Joseph. I also watched, thank you for the floor. I also watched the video, and I understood almost everything that my colleague has already mentioned before. But in addition, I also understood that in continuing professional development, we teachers are at the center of our own development. So we should not expect other people to develop us, but we have to take steps and now go through the different steps that the colleague has mentioned there. Thank you.
Yeah, very good. I think just to come back on what the previous participant has just said, taking ownership of your own professional development is key. And I think that's one of the core messages that we need to take away, right? Like, even if we have tools, even if we have the assistance of organizations, of technology, or even if we research, but it's a personal thing first. Kiros, over to you.
Yes, hello.
Lovely. Many thanks, Jean-Jacques. Okay. As you say, a personal thing. You saw several actions in the video which you referred to. So that was just one example, just a small part of video unit 1. I'm just going to mute so everybody can hear better. Okay. That was an example of...
Please, Kiros, can you just mute everybody so that we get to listen to what you're actually saying, because there are some people making some background noise.
I am. That's what I'm doing. I'm muting everybody. Everybody's muted.
Can I talk about the video, please?
Yeah. So great. So yeah, that's one example. And so there are 10 videos. And each video, it has an accompanying participant book. So I just put my video back on so you can see me speaking. Each video has a participant book, and this is really, it's to accompany the video, and it can be used by trainers, the training session, but it's very much designed to be used as self-access as well. So you can access these in the website, and you can refer to them and use them together with the video. Each unit has clear objectives. So at the end of this unit, you will be able to, etc., etc. The answers to the exercises and the questions in the participant book, you will find the answers at the end of the book. So it's very self-contained. You can use it online, or you could print it off if you preferred. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. And okay, so we're going to do another activity in the breakout rooms, which we will assign to you. So just technicality, when you're in the rooms, you should be able to talk together. Just unmute yourself, and you should be able to talk when you are in the rooms. Jean-Jacques, back over to you. Jean-Jacques, are you there?
I'm unmuting. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Very good. Just the instructions. You can read them on the screen, very clear. After brief introductions, just discuss the possibilities of CPD in your context. Take 3 minutes for that. Context meaning in your own country, in your own environment. And then there are also difficulties, in achieving maybe some of your CPD goals. Discuss that in 2 minutes, if possible. And then in the end, see what the possible solutions could be as against the challenges. And then we'll come back and share. Pick up a spokesperson, please, who can report on your discussions.
Yeah, thank you. And just before, just to remind you, the CPD possibilities as you discussed before. So self-reflection, talking with colleagues, community practice, peer observations, webinars, all of those are what we think of the CPD possibilities. Okay, so we're going to set you up now into
groups.
Into groups, that's right. I just need to, oops, I'm going to stop sharing that. Okay, and they're called breakout rooms in Zoom.
Yes.
And I'm going to, there we go. We'll keep the same breakout rooms. I'm going to reopen them. And off you go. You should be able to join your rooms now.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. I just joined, so I
Yes,
don't know exactly.
if you just joined, I'm just assigning you to a room now.
Yeah, I just joined.
Just wait for 1 minute and you'll be assigned a room.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Hello. Hi. Do you hear me? Hello, good afternoon. Hi, sister.
Oh.
Okay. Jean-Jacques?
Yes.
All right. I think everybody's come back into the plenary.
Okay. Shall we go around the different spokesperson and let everyone share their comments and observations?
Yes. So
yes, Jean-Jacques.
Maybe one.
Can I say something?
One challenge and one solution per group, something like that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. To make it short, please.
All right. Yes, Jean-Jacques. Can I say something here?
Yep. Yes, please go ahead.
All right. So one of the CPD difficulty that I would say I encounter in my own context is feedback from students. All right. Students are not very interactive. I would say that way. They are not really willing to give feedback after having taught a lesson in class. For example, you can have a grammar lesson or a vocabulary lesson, because I do teach in a rural area. And in that rural area, students are not really versed with the English language. So it happens to be very difficult to get feedback from students. So that is one of the hindrances that I actually encounter with regard to my CPD, I'll put it that way. And then one of the solutions I can actually, provide here is actually making students more respondent, like trying to get them more motivated. So motivation is the solution that I can bring forth in order to make my classes more lively and more interactive, in order to get the feedback that I need to continue my professional development. So that's what I can say.
Excellent. Any other?
Hi. Hello.
Okay. Yeah. Hello.
Rokaya, I did not finish my intervention in room 11.
Yes, Rokaya, sorry. We have a spokesperson for room 11, so if you will, we will give the floor to that person.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm sorry.
Okay.
My name is Mohsina Toutouré. I'm from Senegal. So we were in a room 11. So hello, Rokaya. So you mentioned two challenges. One I mentioned is regarding women and the CPDs, and Rokaya talked about remote areas, coming from remote areas to attend cell meetings. So we have a lot of opportunities in Senegal regarding CPDs. So, but the main challenge is mostly, I will be women's advocate today. Women are facing a lot of challenges attending CPD. So when you ask them, most of the time it is related to their family responsibilities. So most of the time their children, they have kids, or they are pregnant, they don't have someone to care of their houses. So it is really difficult for them to attend cell meetings or to be fully engaged in CPD activities. So one solution that ATES is taking these times is we have another group is called Female Special English Interest Group in Senegal. So it is finding ways to help those women more engaging to see what are the different challenges and how we can help them more engaged in continuous professional development activities. And I think it will be something which is really helpful, because participating in CPDs is really something crucial in teaching. It helps you reflect your own teaching, taking actions to better understand not only your learners, but see ways to motivate them and to engage them in the process.
Very good. Any other participants? Spokesperson?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I'm Robert Kenfag from Cameroon. So in our group, we discussed about the problems, the challenges we had were a lot of listening about CPD and then action not really taken. We talked about lack of motivation on the part of the teachers. And we also talked about lack of collaboration. Maybe people are too busy in their schools that they do not want to collaborate with others, maybe to help them observe their lessons and then comment later on. So we thought that for our solutions, especially as far as collaboration is concerned, we could also work with people from elsewhere who are not in the same school as us, especially the regional and pedagogic inspectors were around. And we also had the problem of students being able to give feedback after the lesson, maybe because their proficiency in English is low and they might fear making mistakes. And we talked about encouraging them to be able to produce and like listen to them, encourage them, motivate them more. Thank you.
I have a question for you. Can we use L1, meaning the mother tongue or the official language, to encourage feedback instead of expecting feedback from students in English? What do you think?
Oh, generally, that is a method that is not generally encouraged here because we feel like
Robert is right.
Yes, it's not encouraged here because we feel like students should be able to use the language, and if we're encouraging them to use their mother tongues and other languages, they will expect us all the time to be explaining everything to them using their first language. So we encourage them as much as possible to use the foreign language that they're studying, and maybe from time to time, if they can use one word and then we help them, or we ask the other people in class to help them, but not just asking them to explain everything using the first language.
Okay. Yes, Jean-Jacques, can I chip in something right here?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, so using the L1 in the classroom is primordial in some contexts, especially when we are teaching English as a foreign language. I would take my case, for example, I teach in a rural area in Cameroon, in the south region of Cameroon, and students out there tend to speak just French and their mother tongue. And my first experience with those students was terrible because as I got there, they couldn't get any word of English. All right, so doing without the L1 is quite impossible in some contexts, especially where you have to teach a foreign language to students. And we know how, our communities are. So doing without the L1 in an English as a foreign language classroom is quite impossible. As Robert said, you can encourage students to speak the language, but at a given point, you're always going to come back to the L1 because that's the language in which those students are more comfortable in. And then through the L1, you're now trying to make them feel comfortable using, English, right? So doing away with the L1 in an EFL context is really, really difficult. So that's what I can say.
Okay, Kiros, any comments?
No, maybe just the L1 is a big discussion.
Yes,
the UN, the United Nations position and the British Council position is that wherever possible, education should happen in mother tongue. It's really, really important. Children can only fully develop literacy in via their mother tongue. Ask me to go to school in Russian, I can't do it. But that's for literacy early on. Then,
hello, can I have the floor,
English
please?
is a different discussion. But yeah, okay, great. I think I'm looking at the time. It's 3:20 here in Senegal. We've got about 10 minutes left, and I'd like to have some questions and answers as well. Should we move on to the last two slides?
Yes,
Yes,
I would suggest moving to the last slides, please.
Okay, all right, lovely. I'm going to do that now then. Share my screen again. Here we are. Okay, let me know when you can see that. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but before, okay, here we are. So the last two slides. This slide, we've looked at two CPD resources today. The first Council CPD Framework, remember with those 12 competency or professional practices, that one is from Teaching English website. And then the video series that we have just had a small look at, that's on the British Council website, britishcouncil.com.sn, which is the Senegal website. We'll share these two links in a moment so that you can access those, and we'll share them in the Telegram group as well. So that's where they are. That's where to find the resources today. Okay, and the final part of the webinar. So questions and answers. I suggest, because there are a lot, can we ask you to put your hand up if you have a question, and then we can see who. Perhaps Jean-Jacques, can you see everybody's hands?
Yeah, I'm seeing like Robert Kemfak has his hand up.
Okay, all right, great. So go ahead with your question then.
Robert, are you ready?
Yes, I am. Hello?
We're listening to you, Robert.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I was saying in my context, for example, when I have a problem with people getting motivated to attend like seminars and being able to practice what they've learned in classes, and also being able to collaborate with others. Well, like, which advice can you give me for people to encourage teachers the more to be able to attend the seminars and practice what they've learned from the seminars in their various classes? Do you have any advice for me?
Anybody has a response, a proposal, an advice?
Jean-Jacques?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess, I mean, from my perspective, I think, you know, obviously technology, doing these things remotely with
who is speaking
is an additional challenge for many people. We're aware of. It's not the ideal world. Ideally, we would have webinars, you know, and then you can also have seminars face to face with your trainers, or your inspectors in your country, if you have that system. The two go together. But I think, you know, motivation, just think about your children, you know, and, you know, make it more enjoyable and more fun for them as much as possible, with as much speaking practice as possible. I think that's really the key for me.
Okay, thank you for your contribution. Gladys, you feel like saying something?
Yeah, thank you for giving me the floor. I just wanted to add something in relation to motivation and taking charge of your own professional development, like somebody had earlier said. Now, I want to encourage, you know, teachers to try to appropriate, you know, their own learning. If you have identified your faults, you know, through feedback, like we said earlier, the onus is on you now to look for venues to learn how to improve yourself. As somebody already said, there are a lot of free seminars, workshops, you know, a lot of information in the internet, a lot of professional groups and WhatsApp groups which teachers can take advantage of. So we must not depend only on those workshops organized by the British Council or, you know, other groups, but you yourself, you should be proactive. Go out there and look for the information you need that's going to help you develop in the specific areas in which you are lacking. Thank you.
Sabankile, are you ready to contribute?
Thanks, Gladys.
Maybe Boris. Boris is not reacting.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, yeah, from Senegal.
Okay, go ahead, please.
My question is before all thanking everybody. I'm glad to attend this session. My question is, do you think that the educational systems here in Africa are themselves reluctant to change this? Because whenever you attend CPDs, because we have so many opportunities as far as CPDs are concerned, especially online ones. But once in the classroom, once at school, sometimes you have difficulties to implement these, the knowledge that you gain from these CPDs. I mean, sometimes the classroom is so crowded, the technology is not, okay, we don't have the necessary technologies for this. The network itself is not, okay, is limited or even absent. So sometimes you, in some knowledge from a CPD, but practicing it, implemented it in classroom is a little problem. So I think that we are always using chalk, blackboard, and so on and so on and so on. So I think that there are some time reluctance to attend this. Don't you think so?
Any solution, any proposal from the participants?
Hello.
Hello.
Can I take the floor?
Yes, please.
I'm Umul from Senegal.
Yes, go ahead, Umul.
I just want to...
I think we've lost.
We've lost Umul, yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Can I have the floor?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Muhammadu from Senegal.
Okay.
I think the challenge that we all face around is mainly isolation of teachers. There's a tendency for teachers to work in isolation. So as long as we don't break that isolation, we cannot go forward. So I think trying to find incentives to break the isolation of teachers can help a lot. As you said earlier, everything starts at the personal level. So we have to break first the isolation of teachers before moving to group work and teamwork in CPD in seminars. So it's a personal thing, as you said earlier. Thank you.
Yeah, personal thing at the same time, but collaboration is also a 21st century key skill, I think. So maybe we all need to learn to work as a group, to work together. If you take the case of this webinar we're having, we're across different countries, and yet we could work together. So maybe it's one of the ways forward is learning to work together.
Hello.
Kiros, over to you.
Hello. Can I say a word?
Can I
Hello.
add something?
Can I say a word?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead,
Hello,
please.
here is the. Hello,
Can I
here is
okay.
Frank, you have your hand up.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Here is Frank
Hello.
Gusto from the Republic of Benin. Yeah, I just want to ask one question. Okay, so how can we measure your level? For example, when you are at the school field, yes, you can ask students how did they view your presentation, or ask one of your colleagues how did they view what is the appreciation of your performance. But your own level, how can you measure it? How can you know you are moving from level A to level B? How can you are improving your own personal development? So that's my question. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much for your question.
Yes, Jamka, can I say something here?
That's a good answer that question.
Can I answer it?
The British Council CPD framework is pretty much made for that. So if you access the framework, there is a way that you can reflect and assess yourself as a teacher according to the 12 professional practices. So I think that's really useful. For each professional practice, there are 4 levels, and with the descriptions, you can reflect on yourself and think, for this one, I'm level 2. For integrating ICT into my teaching, I think I'm still level 1. So that's a really good tool for you to use. We'll share the link with that in a moment for you to help. Thank you.
Hello.
Okay, Kiros, I think it's up to you now to maybe close with comments.
Yeah, oh yes, it's time, isn't it? Maybe just take one or two more questions.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hands up.
Robert.
Thank you. Joseph Kaleba from DRC. Can I say a word?
Yes, go ahead, Kaleba, please.
Okay. Yep.
Thank you very much. I have a question and a contribution for the question raised from Senegal. So let me begin by the question raised from Senegal, where they say that maybe some educational system in our countries are reluctant to accompany us after learning some new technology during our training, but we have difficulties to implement them in our context, like when we face some large classes problem management, we don't have technology and we don't have facilities. And my contribution would be like, it is always important to care with the school leaders instead of waiting for the government at the higher level. Once we receive a training and we come back to our schools, it is always good to share, to debrief to the school leaders. And maybe if it is interesting to the school leaders, they can envisage some projects that can make us maybe practice what we have learned. So this is just one of the possibilities, but waiting for the government, maybe it will not happen. And now my question is, as one of the possibilities for CPD, COPs of the community of practice. So I have observed that some of the COPs that we have created in DRC have resulted from the training, the face-to-face training we have had, sometimes funded by the British Council through the English Connect project. But how about the places where we don't have face-to-face training? How can we proceed in creating COPs? Because if those guys are not also in COPs, it will be difficult for them to interact. Thank you.
Kiros, would you like to say something?
I'm afraid it was a little bit difficult to catch. So where did you say where there are no physical trainings, what are the options? Was that your question?
Yeah, I said the COPs that we have succeeded in creating in DRC resulted from the training, face-to-face training.
Yes. Okay.
Face-to-face training that we have received. But now, how can we proceed to create COPs where we don't have face-to-face training? Because they are also in need of COPs.
Yeah, well, what we're doing with the English Connects program is we are encouraging you, the trainers in your countries to set up communities of practice in that's one good possibility, and it's working quite well in several countries. So as a trainer or a coordinator in your area, you can set up a WhatsApp group with your teachers to support them that way. And that's happening in all 12 countries of the program at the moment. So that's one option, WhatsApp or something similar. Yeah. Okay, thank you for the question. We're nearly finished. Don't forget to answer the questionnaire. Maimuna, are you there? Do you want to just say a couple of words and then share the link to the questionnaire in the chat?
Yes.
Please, Kiros, where is the questionnaire itself? We can't see it. We can't access.
Maimuna is going to explain.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Jean-Jacques. Thank you, Kiros, for this presentation. So we have prepared a form, a questionnaire as feedback questionnaire, and also to help prepare your certificate of participation. That hello.
Okay, you want to go because we just have like 24 minutes. You want to go?
Someone is talking.
I'm going to mute everybody.
You want to?
Go on, Maimuna, go ahead. And unmute yourself and go ahead. Maimuna.
Sorry, thank you. So I just shared a form that would help to collect your feedback, but also to prepare a certificate of participation. That the link will be available in until 5:30 p.m. GMT. So please take your time to fill it and to share all your questions and also your contributions and how we can improve this webinar for our next meeting. Thank you very much.
Where have you shared it? Where have you shared it?
It's in the chat box, and I will also share it in the chat box for Telegram. So you can, the link is in the chat box of Zoom, and it's also in the chat box of Telegram.
And when does it expire?
It will expire in an hour.
In 1 hour.
Yes, 5:30 GMT.
Okay, so you have one to complete that. It only takes 2 or 3 minutes.
Exactly.
To
Even
get your
less than that.
Yeah, even less. Okay, thank you, Maimuna.
Thanks a lot.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for joining. We hope it's been an interesting, useful webinar today. And brilliant. Thanks for all your contributions. And a big thank you to Jean-Jacques for presenting as well with us. So I'm going to, lovely. Oh, stop sharing. Okay, shall we all take off, unmute and say goodbye all together? Let's see how noisy we can make it.
Hello, goodbye.
Bye.
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 Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Nice to meet everyone.
Yeah, goodbye. I was really
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, see you next time.
Take care.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you.